Alright everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Matt and this is the Gaming Corner. Today we are going to be talking about part 3 of games to look into maybe picking up from the Xbox 360 digital store before the digital store closes. Now earlier today I went and picked up 3 games. I only had $5 on my Xbox account at the time being, and I bought 3 games that costed me roughly about the $5. So we're going to go into my recent category here, and I'm going to show you what those 3 games are. Alright, so the first game that I want to talk about is Star Raiders here. Star Raiders was a whopping 99 cents. And we'll go into a little bit of gameplay footage. I'll talk about the game just a little bit here and let you know kind of what I think of it. I think it's pretty decent, and I have really no complaints about it. So let's go into the gameplay footage here and just show you guys what the game looks like a little bit. Alright, the next game that I just picked up recently is Alien Rage. Now, this game was also only 99 cents on the Xbox 360 store, and this one is well worth the 99 cents. From the little bit of gameplay you're going to see coming up here that I was playing on, this one is fun. In my opinion, if you like Gears of War, you'll love Alien Rage. It's very similar to Gears of War. So let's go check out a little bit of gameplay here and just show you kind of what the game looks like. Alright, the last game I picked up on the list, and actually the most expensive one, was Tempest. Tempest was almost $3. Now this game, none of these games I'm showing right now out of the 3 are backward compatible. So it makes it really good to get hold of these 3. Especially if you have an Xbox, and if you got $5 to spend, these are some great games to get. Tempest, if you've never played it, because I never have, is actually really fun. Actually kind of hard too, because I've never played it before. There is a game called Tempest 4000 that I think you can get, might be on the Xbox One, I'm not sure, but they did do kind of an update to it. But this is apparently this is the original Tempest, and it is a lot of fun. Alright, so let's talk about this game right here, Bullet Witch. Now this game, it is a shooter game. A lot of people are talking about, the fact that the game has gone up in price. I'm going to show you guys an eBay listing here in just a few minutes and talk about that there too. But Bullet Witch, is it worth those eBay prices you're about to see? I don't really know. I don't think it is. This is one game that I would recommend if you are going to get it. Buy it now on a digital store. Truthfully, I have not been overly excited about this game. But let's show you the eBay listings and show you what I discussed there. I'm not going to show any gameplay footage from Bullet Witch. Like I said, for me, I do not find it an interesting game. So, alright, so what you're looking at here is the eBay pricing for the game Bullet Witch. Now, you did hear in one of my other videos that they were talking about that this game has gone up in price if you want the physical copy. So you can see here on eBay as of the time of this recording, which was on 5/26 of 2024, you can see what these prices are here. If the Xbox is not region locked, which I don't know if it is, I could do a little research into them online right here and find out. I would actually recommend looking at the Japanese version. $15 for that one, well, that's Bullet Soul. That's a good game too. But $11.99 for the Japanese version, $25.90. So if the Xbox is not region locked, I would recommend going for the Japanese version of the game. But alright, so that is Bullet Witch. Alright, so now let's talk about a couple other games I think you should look at. You can actually already see them on my screen here. Granted, the first game I'm going to talk about here, Mortal Kombat, the arcade collection, you can get that in so many areas right now that it's really not needed here, but it's still available on the store. It is not backward compatible. So you can have all 3 of the Mortal Kombat games. The next game that you should look into, at least in my opinion, because it's a good game, Dogfight 1942. I've actually already beat the game. There are 2 sets of campaigns to it, so there's an add-on you can get for it. And this game, again, you can fly this as like a flight sim if you wanted, because I apparently got the achievement for doing that, which I don't remember doing. But this is another really good game to get. This one is a lot of fun. It's based off of World War II, naturally. And it is a lot of fun. Now, this game you can also get on Steam. So depending on where it's cheaper, if you got a computer and you play games on a computer, check the Steam version out. Check this one out, because you can get it on Steam. Alright, so here I am in a couple other games that I definitely want to talk about. Maybe you should look at getting. Granted, you can get these games in other Capcom collections right now, so it's really not necessary. But if you want them still on the 360, this is a good time to get them before this disappears. One of them is Street Fighter II Hyper Fighting. It is the arcade version of Street Fighter II. It is extremely fun. And this is one I think you should look into. It is not backward compatible, so it's one to look into. The other one, another Street Fighter game, these I'm just going to kind of go over kind of quickly here, is Street Fighter III Third Strike. Again, not backward compatible. Another one, a very underrated one that we will never see part 2 of, Street Fighter X versus Tekken. Now, this game you can still get on Steam. You might not be able to get it on Steam. I'd have to double check that. I could be wrong on that one. I'll put a little comment at the bottom if I was wrong. But this one is actually really good. I have it on here and I have it on Steam. I actually play the Steam version a lot more. But this is another good one that, like I said, there was supposed to be another one that was supposed to come out where it's going to be, I think they were just going to change the names around to Tekken versus Street Fighter, and it was going to be more in a 3D Tekken style. We'll never see that because this game did not sell well. So, one more I want to talk about. Streets of Rage 2. This is another one that you really don't even have to look for. You can find it in every Sega collection ever made. But this version I'm sitting on right now is only on the 360. It's no different than the stuff in the other collections, so if you got the other collections, you really don't need it. But it's one of those that, you know, if you are just looking at trying to collect games, this is just one to get, because you can't get Streets of Rage 2 by itself like this anywhere else technically. So this is one just to grab, just to have it. Now when it comes to the 360, right now I'm in the 360 store. I'm in S. And Super Time Force, that's another one that's not backward compatible. Super Street Fighter 2, the HD remix, that is one I want also yet because I don't have this one. And I want to get this before the store closes too. Like I said, Street Fighter games, you can't deny those. But there are other ones too, like apparently this Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Republic Heroes is not backward compatible. Neither is Sabrina 2. So there are a lot of games that are not backward compatible, apparently, that you can look at getting. Let's say, I do wish that Microsoft, and even Sony, Nintendo, all of them, especially with everything going digital, would work on getting these games all backward compatible. If you have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X and you got the disc drives on those, you need to be able to play your CD games too. You know, with the Nintendo Switch coming out, apparently now with a Switch 2, I hope the Switch 1 games are still playable on the Switch 2. It makes more sense that way. But that will be something that time will tell. And we'll just have to wait and find out on that. But I do want to thank you guys for watching this video. Definitely, if you have a 360, jump in, check out the store. Look at games that are not backward compatible. And concentrate on buying those if you're really looking at buying games. Other than that, this is where this video will end, and I will see you guys in the next video.